Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Last time we rebuilt Pribyslavitz mostly. We're missing only church to have the quest completed. However, we are getting quite nice turnaround on money, so I think I will let it be that way for a little while before we finish the quest. However, there are a few people that we may actually talk to.
Good morning.
That we can bring to Pribyslavitz to help us earn even more money. One of them is Mirka, who's sister of Timmy from the quest when we were going for Ginger and all that, the looking who attacked Neuhof. So let's ask her what happened here.
What happened here?
Horror of horrors, Master. We were attacked by some bandits and then the plague broke out.
Jesus Christ.
That's right. The Almighty has sent this punishment on us.
Yeah, let's ask the question. So this is in relation to the main quest, which we also have to do. So let's go through
These bandits, who were they?
Some
through the
thieving
dialogue.
rabble. What do I know? Maybe those damned Cumans. But they spoke Czech. Ask the captive at the Melikars.
How did you manage to fight them off?
Well, we were lucky. Young Straw saw the gang a little way out of the village and ran to warn old Melikar. If it wasn't for that, none of us would be here.
It looks like you fended them off, though. I can't see any burned houses.
They had no time for that. But they've left us with fresh graves. Young Straw himself got cut up something terrible, and a few others. With a number of wounded, and now the plague to crown it all. Christ preserve us.
Melechar, Straw. Those names are new to me.
They're locals. Melikar's been in charge here since old vassal Smill from Neuhof passed away. May God grant him eternal peace. And Straw, that's the local woodsman. Poor fellow. The bandits killed his son, and his wife has the disease.
Where will I find Melechar?
If you stand at the main gate of the stables and look across the road, Melikar's is the house on the left.
I'd like to talk to Straw.
I see. Well, if you stand at the main gate of the stables and look across the road, you'll see Straw's house on the right.
And the disease? Tell me something about it.
I don't want to tempt fate by talking about it. It makes me shudder to think of it. There's not much to tell anyway. It hit us just after that rabble left. First the horses died, then livestock, and now it's people, like Melichar's wife. Poor thing.
I'm looking for Matthias. I think he works at the stud here.
Matthias? Wait, I know. He's not been here long, isn't that right?
Not long, it's true.
Well, those bastards got him. He's laid up at the stud now. His arm's in a bad way. But at least he's still alive.
Thank you. Thank you, that's all. Look here. A pretty young girl like you is wasted in a mill. Wouldn't you rather be an alehouse maid? I've got a tavern in Pribyslavitz that's got everything but a woman's touch.
Well, it'd be nice to work somewhere where there's folk to talk to. All I've got for company here is sacks of flour. I'd be glad to be your tavern maid. It's just about serving ale, right? Nothing vulgar.
Don't worry. If any drunk slaps your behind, as bailiff, I'll give you the right to pour his ale down his braes.
All right then. I'll settle my affairs here and head off.
May the Lord watch over you.
Thank you very much. So, before we continue with the main quest, because that's what I wanted to do today as well, we will go and... What? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, we'll go and pick up a few more people. So, who else I want to pick up is...
Who's there?
let me, because he's... I don't know what's his problem. We want to pick up Mark from Neuhof stables to work in our stables. We want to pick up Adam from Rattay. He will be our innkeeper, and then we want to pick up Matthew and Fritz.
Hey!
Can I talk to you?
Good day to you.
Oh yeah. Okay, I will probably exhaust his dialogue and then go and find another person. So I think we'll be going for Mark next.
What's happened here?
Things are bad.
Satisfied?
Okay. Actually, I realized that finding Matthew and Fritz here will be quicker, so we're gonna take them
God
first.
save you, Henry.
Jesus, what have you been up to?
Got it for you right here.
Listen, Matthew, I'm running Pribyslavitz now. How would you like to move there? There's work enough to be had.
How much work?
To the
Lots
women!
of it. Don't you worry about
God
that.
bless them.
Henry, that's exactly what I am worried about.
I might have
Do
known.
with something to eat.
We've got a tavern there too, though.
Why didn't you say so right away? I can always count on you, pal. I'll get going then, alright?
You do that. But don't forget, you'll have your work cut out.
I don't doubt it. Another alehouse to drink dry. Good luck then.
Okay, we got Matthew now. Let's get Fritz as well.
Hey, how'd you get so fucked up?
Mind your own business.
Hey, what do you say to move into Pribyslavitz? I'm in charge there now, and I could find some job for you.
A job in the woods? Doing what? Collecting pine cones?
You could help with the building work.
To hell with that. What good did honest labour ever do me?
We've got a tavern too.
Ah, now that's a different matter. Emptying tankards is a job I do best. I'll shake on that.
No doubt I'll regret it, but I'll take you.
Pull me one.
I want to get better at fistfight.
Sir,
I want to...
you can't become a
Well,
Good luck then.
Okay, so the problem with Fritz and Matthew is that they will cost us, I think 10 each at the beginning, but then during the judgment quest we can actually turn this into a profit, so it should be okay. Anyway, let me go and get Mark next.
I'm glad to see you.
Likewise.
I'm glad to see things getting back to normal here. How are you coping?
Alright, I suppose.
What is it? Are you still troubled by that night?
All the time. Whenever I close my eyes, I can still see all that blood and... Those bastards curse this place. I can't look anywhere without seeing carcasses. I'd like to disappear far from here. But where can I go? I don't know anyone anywhere else.
I can help you.
Well, aren't you
I've
in
got
luck?
stables in Pribyslavitz, and I need someone there who knows horses. And I hear you understand them very well.
You? You take me on there? But is it safe there?
Safe as houses. Any bandits or cumans we didn't kill ran from the woods so fast you couldn't see their heels for dust. And there's not so many people there, so if you prefer talking to horses...
Ha ha! Horses can't talk. But first, you'll have to ask Mistress Zora if she'll let me go.
All right, I'll have a word with her.
God be with you.
Okay, let's ask his employer very quick. Now there are a few other people that you can take. I mean, for him there's another, I think Veshek, his name is, but he doesn't bring that much money. I mean, no, it's just a difference of what 10, 20 groschen per day, but still, you know, I'm gonna take those who bring the most.
Good health to you.
Yep.
I had a word with Mark about coming to work as a groom in Pribyslavitz, but he says I should ask you first.
Poor Mark could do with a change. He's not been himself since that night. Always staring at the ground like he can still see those dead horses. I'm afraid it's not good for him being here, but I can't just trust him to anyone.
Not to worry, I'll take good care of him. And I can really use someone who understands horses.
It'd do him good to move away and leave those ghosts behind, especially if he's taking care of horses. He's a clever lad and loves those animals. But who's going to do his job here? I can't afford to hire a new hand right away.
You know it would be the best thing for Mark. But if it's as you say, the poor lad could lose his mind here.
Oh dear. It'll be hard to manage without him, but you're right. Very well then. You have my permission. Mark can go with you if he wants to.
Goodbye.
Very good. In this case, let's go to Mark again and tell him the good news. Or not Mark. Oh yeah, also I made a boo-boo. Because I was doing things in the meantime. And what I did, I think, mainly, I got a level in mace and bow and 1 or 2 level in unarmed. I think 1. However, I maxed out herbalism as well, and I did some fighting. So what happened is I sold my bow. So now we are running with this one, 64, and now I had 72 damage. So yeah, it's a little bit of a downgrade. We'll have to find a replacement. Yeah, even Lord Capon's bow is not as good as what we have now. So no, that's a bummer. I also spent a few points. So like in herbalism, we have everything. In horsemanship, I spent all of the points that we had, so there are only 3 skills left over here. So I kind of made it so we stay in saddle as much as possible, because I find that, you know, even just a peasant can, you know, unhorse you, and then it's a problem. What else? Lock picking. I'm not sure if I took anything. Houndmaster, I took Chase. So I think the only one that I will skip is Nice Doggy. I will take everything else later on when we get the points. I left maintenance yet because we need to level up the still mace and unarmed and the bow, right? Hunting, we have this. Yeah, so I think I took which one was it? Huntsman? Yeah, I think I took this one actually. Then pickpocketing. Yeah, the only one that I don't have is Comrade. I don't think we're gonna need it. It's, you know, because it's a chance of pickpocketing someone with the same charisma level. It's very specific. In reading, I took SWAT. Stealth, we have everything, and then I think that's it. Yeah. So yeah, without further ado, let me have a chat with Mark, and then we're gonna continue. Mark. You are son.
You still want to leave here?
Well, yes.
Well, I can help you. I've got stables in Pribyslavitz, and I'll need someone there who knows horses. And I hear you understand them very well.
You? You take me on there? But is it safe there?
Safe as houses.
Yeah, we heard this.
I already asked her.
Already.
She'll let me go.
Okay.
Really? All right.
Sorry, went too fast.
I'll go. Thanks.
Nice.
God be with you.
Okay, perfect. We have a groom then. So now we're gonna go to Ratai and get ourselves Adam to be our innkeep.
Greetings.
Adam, listen. You're a friendly fella, and you know a thing or two about the tavern trade. How would you like to be my innkeeper?
What? Me? Innkeeper?
I've got a tavern in Pribyslavitz. Sir Divish put me in charge of building new homes there, but who wants to live in a village without an alehouse? And someone's got to run it.
Well, Henry, I've always wanted to save a bit of coin and open my own tavern. To continue the family tradition, like Pa and Bianca. And now you come to me with this offer.
I know. That's exactly why I came to you.
Thank you. And you can count on me to keep the place full to bursting.
Goodbye.
Nice one. Okay. So in this case, I believe we are done. We'll also get not two people, one person for the forge. There's actually,
Yeah.
so because we have an armor smith, right? We can pick between two blacksmiths or armor smiths from Salsa. However, for this we need to do the quest for them, and this quest is only available after one of the main quests. I think it's the next one or one after that, so we have to proceed in the main storyline in order to get it. However, for now I believe we have everybody that we need. I will go to the in a glade as well.
Would you have a job for me? Maybe you're in need of some supplies?
Fresh meat.
No problem. I can go to Ratai and buy some for you.
I could send a stable boy for that. I'm talking about game.
Game? But that's near impossible to buy. I'd have to hunt it myself. And that's against the law.
Of course, I'd pay you well for anything you bring me. Even more if it's something you particularly want. And if you help me out here and there, I'll teach you something useful in return.
That's an interesting proposition.
Very good. So let's see what he wants.
Are you after some meat?
Indeed. I was going to do hair and cream sauce. I've got everything I need except the hair. Good luck.
It's your luck day, son. We're gonna do this quest very quick because there's hair here. Hunting arrow. Yeah, and also in the meantime, just a quick thing. I did finish the quest for Sir Devish Master Huntsman, so Henry Master Huntsman. So yeah, have a look at this.
I brought that game.
Excellent. Here's your reward. That will be all for now. The stores are full, and neither Sir Divish nor Lady Stephanie have any further demands on your hunting services. Good luck.
I've got the meat you wanted.
Great. Nothing like the aroma of fresh game. Here you are. You've earned your groschen.
Are you after some meat?
I've run out of
to Henry.
meat. It's a nuisance. Folk come here from far and wide from my poor gulag. If you could bring me some, I'd make it worth your while. Goodbye.
No problem. Easy peasy. I will bring him boar when we are somewhere around, we see boar somewhere around, but I'm gonna now go out of my way to do that. How are we doing with food anyway?
Hal? You're a sight for sore eyes. What are you doing here?
It's good to see you too, Matthias. Sir Radzig sent me here to investigate the raid.
Sir Radzig? Looks like you've come up in the world, mate. You're here as his envoy?
He took me into his garrison.
Hal the blacksmith's boy in the service of his lordship. Who'd have ever thought it? My luck hasn't been so good.
You survived. That's something to thank God for.
True enough. If I were in your shoes, I'd get the hell out of here. There's some disease spreading.
Disease?
Folk are saying it's the plague. Whatever it is, it's bad. It started the day after the raid. First the horses got sick, then other animals, and now people are falling ill too.
Oh, damn. Are you alright?
Well, at least I haven't caught the sickness.
But you've been hurt?
It happened during the raid. One of those damn bandits fell on me, horse and all. My arm's badly broken, but better than a broken neck.
Tell me about the raid.
What do you want to know?
I hear one of the raiders was taken captive. I'd like to question him.
Aye, old Melachar let him have it over the head with a flail, and now he's locked up in the barn. But be careful.
Why's that?
That fucker killed young Straw, and his old man's sharpening his sickle for him. Melachar still hasn't decided what to do with him.
I understand old Straw wants revenge, but first I have to question that bandit. What happens after is no skin off my nose.
Good luck, then.
I hear one of the raiders was taken... Why? I can tell you what he'll do with him. He'll hand him over to Sir Radzig's envoy. Me.
I doubt Melachar will let him go willingly. The folk here are baying for blood. Lives have been lost. First the raid, and now this plague. God knows what they'll do.
No worries, we can sort this out.
Can you describe the raiders?
I don't know. They came at dusk, so you couldn't see their faces. About 20 of them. They weren't humans, though. They spoke Czech.
You talked to them?
No. They were shouting at us. They were very sure of themselves to begin with, but when we hit them in the woods, they didn't look so brave.
I know you've got courage enough for any man, but how did a bunch of untrained villagers manage to hold off armed bandits?
One of the village lads caught sight of them coming through the woods and told Melachar, who roused the whole village, and everyone grabbed what they could. Pitchforks, axes, flails, and we went out to face them.
What? You mounted an assault against them?
Aye, and that was the key. It was the last thing those whoresons expected. A few of them still managed to break through to the village, probably wanted to torch it. But even the women here were armed with what they could find, and they took the bastards by surprise.
Well done.
About this sickness. When did this plague start?
The day after the raid. The horses were lying down in the stable, so we knew something was up. By afternoon, they were all dead. Then other animals started getting sick, one after the other, and then people.
What are the signs that someone's getting sick?
I don't leave the house much, but folk complain of fever and shakes. Some are throwing their guts up, and others are spewing from the other end.
Has anyone died from it?
Aye, old Verba. Although he was already on his last legs, so no one knows for sure if it was the plague that got him. Either way, the animals are dropping like flies, and people will end up the same for sure.
Who's ill now?
I don't know. What with my arm the way it is, I don't go outdoors much. But I know Melachar and Straw have sick ones at home.
Can I ask you a bit about Merhoyed?
I haven't been here long enough to learn much, but ask away.
Can you tell me something about old Straw?
He's a woodcutter, tough as they come, and a hothead. He's been out of his mind since his boy died.
That's normal to grieve, though.
Depends how you look at it. Folk are afraid he'll snap or drink himself to death. What's worse, his wife caught the sickness, and he's not taking care of her.
Where can I find this Straw?
When you take the main gate out of the stables, you'll see 2 cottages outside. Straw lives in the right-hand one.
What's Melachar like?
The locals look up to him. Smill used to be in charge here, but he was killed in Neuhof.
I know.
Sir Hanush hasn't had time to appoint a new vassal, and folk need someone to speak for them, so they picked Melachar.
Thank God you had someone here who could take the reins.
Aye.
Where does Melachar live?
Okay, we know where we can find Melachar. Let's...
Since when does subjects govern a village in place of the Lord?
What can we do? If it weren't for Melachar, those bandits would have torched the place to the ground. The villagers won't follow anyone else.
Very good. Okay, we're not gonna be stealing from them now. Anyway. So, is this the main gate? I think that's the main gate. Okay. Let's see what we have to do. We have to interrogate the captive, and there's also a pestilence. So let's talk with the bailiff. I believe this will be his place.
Are you Melachar?
Aye, that's me.
I need to speak with the prisoner.
And why is that? Who might you be?
Henry. Envoy of Sir Radzig Kobyla. I'm here to investigate the attack.
I'm sorry. I have other things on my mind right now. In case you hadn't noticed, we have pestilence raging here. And Sir Radzig won't help us with that, any more than he helped us when we were attacked.
No news has reached Ratai of any disease here. But I'm here now, and I can help you.
Well, since you serve Sir Radzig, you might be of some use. If anyone can be.
Tell me what to do.
There's a stable hand living with us here, Matthias.
Yes, I know him.
And he knows some girl who helps out in the monastery infirmary. Johanka, I think her name is. She might know someone to turn to, if she's actually there.
Very well. I'll go to the monastery. It's probably our best hope.
Thank you. At least for taking the trouble. But then, even if you cared nothing for us, the prisoner's got the pestilence too. He'll die without help.
If I have to go to the monastery, I need to know as much as possible about the disease. I'll definitely need to know its symptoms. They're bound to ask me that.
It's hard to say. My wife is feverish. Others have the chills. I heard some are throwing up. Others still are breaking out in sores. But why don't you see for yourself? People talk a lot and I don't know what to believe anymore.
Very well. I'll make the rounds.
I've daubed lime on the afflicted houses, but don't stay too long in those homes.
That I can promise you.
Farewell.
Okay. In this case, let's investigate the plague first.
Jesus, lad, what are you doing here? Can't you see the plague cross on the door?
I'm here because of it. The monastery sent me to help.
God bless you, boy. It's about time.
I need to know exactly what you're suffering from.
Oh, I see. Well, I have a dreadful fever. My wife, too. I recall almost nothing of yesterday.
Please end this.
I was raving for most of it.
Is there anything else? Apart from the fever?
Well, forgive me for saying so. The shit just pours out of me. I can't keep anything in. I'm completely worn out. My wife's the same.
You have my thanks. I'll try to bring help.
Wait a minute, will you? I have one favor to ask.
So tell me.
I need to write my will. Can you write?
I might manage that.
Excellent. So get writing.
Yes?
I, Vincent, son of Vincent, grandson of Vincent of Mehoyed, do bequeath my estate and all my worldly goods to my wife Wilma. If my wife were to pass away with me, I bequeath all to my cousin Dobesh, at this time the cobbler in Yanovitz. In no event shall my prodigal son Elia, the layabout and good-for-nothing, inherit a single groschen, all customs and traditions aside.
Should I write that too?
Yes, and then write, the executor of my last will is to be my good friend, Father Fabian, presently the parish priest at the Church of St. Martin in Sasso.
Anything else?
This will was written down by. What is your name?
Henry, presently in fealty to Sir Radzig Kobyla.
Well, I never. That will add some weight. Here, take my ring, so Fabian will know it to be truly from me. You can never be sure nowadays.
Lord, please end.
Your son Elijah.
Please.
What did he do to you?
More suffering.
Christ almighty. Trying to interfere, are you? What did he do? Everything. He was to be married, and instead he ransacked the house and ran off. The little fucker. Last we heard he was some jackhand in Sasso. Boozing, playing dice, lying and cheating for a living. Such a disgrace.
Where can I find Father Fabian?
Well, where do you think? In St. Martin's Church, of course.
All right, I'll head off then.
Yes. Go now. Go before you catch the disease. Then where will we be?
Okay, cool. So this is the first thing done. Now let's speak with other people.
What? Have you come for my wife? You're out of luck. I'm old Straw, don't you know? Straw! You've taken my son. But you shan't take my wife. You bastard.
I've come to help your wife.
To help her over to the other side. Isn't that God's own truth?
I'm sorry that they killed your son. I truly am sorry. But if you don't want that disease to take your wife, you'll let me see her right away. I can help her.
I don't want her taken, no.
There. You see?
What? Are you a quack?
Something like that.
Then go to it. Go!
Okay, perfect. Can we
Don't
talk
speak
with
to
him?
me.
No. No.
Fever. Just like Melichar's wife.
Yeah, we didn't check her yet, but that's fine. Or maybe we did. Who knows? Who knows?
Grant his soul eternal rest. Who are you? Can't you see we have the plague cross on the door?
My name is Henry. I'm going to the monastery to get help.
It's long past time. The Lord's already taken my poor Anthony. And what do you want from me?
I need to know how the illness afflicted your husband.
Yes, I'll tell you everything. But first help me bury my husband. I'm too weak. And Melichar said the dead should be buried at once.
Of course I'll help you.
Thank you. We have to bury him at the back of the house. There's a lovely linden tree there.
I understand. I'll dig the grave there.
Thank you. When you're ready, come back. I'll say goodbye for now.
Okay, I'm gonna save here. Because this quest is also time sensitive, so I don't want to be out of, what do you call it, out of time. Now, the thing is as well that we have to talk with all the people here, because that's the only way to finish this quest in a positive way. So we had to speak with Matthias, and then with all the people that are sick. So
thank you. Now please take him there.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
So yeah, remember also that first you have to dig the grave, then you have to come back and talk to her, and only then pick up the body, because otherwise she will call the guards, which is not what we want. Okay, that's done. Can we speak?
Will you please tell me about his illness?
Certainly. My husband had the fever all over.
Anything else?
He had great pains in his belly. He said it felt like it'd been stuffed with rocks. He was writhing all night through. It must have hurt terribly.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, let's go there as well.
Brother, dearest brother, is that you?
Doesn't matter what you say. We're gonna say yes, because this will give us some
Yes, it's me, your
speech points.
Brother.
Everyone is nearly here. We need to get to Skalitz for the fair.
Tell me, brother, how are you feeling?
Wait, you're not my brother. You're one of those brutes. Brother, lock the door. They're back again, please, God, no.
Brother, don't you recognize me? It's me. I'm your brother. I was gone for a long time. I've come back home for Advent, remember?
Yes, Yes, I remember. Give me a drink of water, brother. I'm thirsty. Terribly thirsty. I feel like I'm burning in hell. I can drink a pitcher of water and right away I'm parched again. May the Lord watch over you.
Now, there's also a way for us to do this very quick. We can go in and check on the prisoner. Okay, sometimes there's a guard here, so we have to be careful.
It looks like he's caught that sickness. What am I going to do? If he dies, I'll be right back where I started.
Okay. Find out what happened to the captive.
Jesus, he's sick too. I'll have to try and keep him alive. Jesus, he's sick too. I'll have to try and keep him alive.
Okay, so that's our... take care of the captive. Okay, now we need to go to... Where's my horse? One horse. Now we need to go to Sasau. So let's do it quick and let's be efficient with this. We also will have to pick up something on the way. So, namely, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to Samopesh and check our chest if we have the things that we need, and if not, we will buy them. So let me check with you when I'm at Samopesh. Oh no, we don't have a chest here. Oh, well, that's bad. Okay, so I forgot that I don't have a chest here. However, we can go to trader and we can... Yeah, sorry, I'm on the clock. No. Let's try it, thank you. And we need to buy from him... Yeah, thistle. One will do, I'm gonna buy... 10... It could be quality arrows as well, thank you very much. Yeah, have some, that's fine. Now, blacksmiths next. We need to get charcoal from him. Let's get 10 as well, just in case. I don't think we need that much. Charcoal. Oh, all of you. Charcoal, thank you. Yeah, and now if we go there, we're gonna find whatchamacallit. We're gonna find a herbalist over there. So we want to get from her Valerian. Here we go.
God's take care.
Can we... This...
Okay, with this we're gonna go to Sasau. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go. Johanka, you're gonna speak with her first.
For the love of God! What have you been doing?
I don't know if you've heard about it, but Merhoyed was attacked.
Oh God! How is Matthias?
Wounded in the arm. He's being brave about it, but his injury looks bad.
I need to see him.
Before you go, there's something else.
What?
Some kind of disease has taken hold in Merhoyed. Their livestock has died off, and now the people are coming down with it too. I thought maybe someone here might know what to do.
Merciful heavens. How awful. It's a good thing you've come here. If there's any hope, this is the place to find it. You need Brother Nicodemus, the monastery physician. He may know how to deal with it.
Very well, I'll try to find him.
Come back when you know more.
Thank you, Johanka.
God be with you.
Okay, now to speak with Brother Nicodemus.
Some kind of disease has taken hold in Merhoyed. Johanka said that you might be able to advise.
A disease, you say? How intriguing.
Yes, it's very interesting, but can you help these people?
I can't say at this point. I need to find out a little more. Tell me, has the whole village come down with it?
No, I mean, not yet. Several households have, around half the village.
Merhoyed? Isn't there a stud farm there? And what of the animals? Did they get infected too?
Yes, there's a stud farm. And they've all died off. The horses, the cattle, chickens, and now it's got to the people.
That is most intriguing. What are we to do about it? Do you know the symptoms?
Yes, more or less.
Excellent. I have several extensive volumes here in the library. Describe the epidemic, including the symptoms, and we could take some guidance there. Can you read?
Yes, I can.
Excellent. So follow me to the scriptorium.
So, where shall we start?
Evidently there's something amiss in the digestive tract.
In the what?
The digestive tract, Henry.
Right.
The trouble lies between the mouth and the arsehole.
Uh-huh. Sure. Just so.
We can rule nothing out at this stage. You look in the Breviarum de Sickness Causa. It's a renowned manuscript from Salerno, written by one Johann of St. Paul.
But I don't know Latin.
Fortunately for you, our brother librarian is translating these momentous medical works into the common tongue, so you can still be of use. Study the breviary carefully and compare the symptoms with the recorded cases. That will guide us. I'll try the proven classics, Avicenna and his Canon Medicinae, and Galen's magnum opus, the Ars Medicinalis.
Okay, now let me save. And because we have power of internet, I can give him the answers.
I think I have it.
Yes? And what do you make of it?
So it's not a plague, no poisoning from water.
It's poisoning from tainted water.
Really? That sounds rather unlikely. But if Master Johann of St. Paul's says so, who am I to contradict him? We shall have to prepare some medicine at once.
I could help with that.
Really?
Yes. I know my way around the alchemistic arts.
An ordinary fellow who knows the arts of physic? Who would have thought it? Excellent. I'll give you the recipe, and you have my permission to make use of the monastery laboratory.
I'll get started right away.
I, meanwhile, shall head straight to, where was it again?
Merhoyed.
Oh, yes, Merhoyed. I'll take Johanka with me. She has no equal in caring for the sick. Once you have the medication ready, hurry after me.
Thank you, Brother Nicodemus. There's one man there who needs your care more urgently than anyone. He's an important witness in the investigation of some murders.
Out of the question. I shall spend time with the sick in order of their medical needs, not your worldly needs.
God be with you.
Okay, so let's make it now. We have it in the book. That's interesting. Interesting to see. I'm not sure. Here it is. Shoop. Okay. Water, 1 handful of valerian, 2 thistle and some charcoal. Thistle in the cauldron and boil for 2 turns. Add valerian, boil for 1 turn. Leave to cool. Add the charcoal, but do not boil. Okay, cool. Easy peasy. Water. thistle. Shoop. Okay, we're gonna boil for 2. Then we're gonna add valerian, yeah. Just gonna eyeball it. It's fine, we have 20 alchemy, we should be more than able to do it. Yeah, one more turn. Charcoal. Oopsie daisy, that was too soon. Okay, let's take it. We should be fine. We are allowed one mistake.
Quiet!
You be quiet. We're on important business here. Here we go. Nice. So we are here now. We can go back to Merhoyed. Okay, actually, before we go back to Merhoyed,
I'm glad to see you.
I'm looking for an odd jobber here. Elijah's his name.
From Merhoyed? Yes, I know him. He's sitting outside at the farthest bench.
Thanks.
God save you.
Are you Elijah?
That's me. Why?
I have your father's last will and testament on me.
So my old man's kicked the bucket, has he?
Not yet, but he's at death's door.
That is certainly interesting to hear. But let me ask you this. Who the hell are you, and how come you turn up here with father's will? Anyway, the old miser won't leave me even a piss pot.
He's disinherited you. But if you return home, he might change his mind.
Go back home? Not a chance. Let him choke on his bloody money.
People come to see things differently on their deathbed. You might regret that one day.
By Christ, who are you anyway? You sound like a preacher.
You don't have to go back for good, but you ought to say farewell to your father.
To hell with him. I suppose you're right. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Goodbye.
perfect.
Welcome, Henry.
Okay, here we are.
So, here I am. How are things looking?
It doesn't look good at all, my boy. Do you have the potion?
Yes, here it is.
I'll take 4 doses, you take the rest, and let's split up. I'll see to the Straw family, while you deal with Melikar's wife and the rest. They wouldn't let me go near that prisoner. They want him to suffer. Despite his terrible crimes, to treat a fellow mortal soul like that.
Perhaps I'll be able to convince them. I promised I'd bring them help, and I've kept my word. They must let me go to him.
I hope so, but in the short while I've been here, I've found the locals to be rather stubborn.
Goodbye.
Okay, let's start handling people. So Malikar goes first. That way.
We found out what could be the cause of the affliction.
And?
You should check where your water's coming from. Nicodemus and I think that it comes down to poisoning.
It'd be hard to poison the spring, but what about the well? Good Lord, that's difficult to believe.
I have my suspicions.
The bastards weren't satisfied with killing young Straw. The fucking bastards!
I brought some help, as promised. Will you let me see the prisoner?
I will let you, I will. Of course I will. My boy, if you've really brought a potion to rid us of this scourge, I'll let you do anything.
Whether I've managed to rid you of the scourge, that remains to be seen. It'll take a few days before we know whether the potion worked.
I know, but even so, just the fact that someone cares, that means a lot to us.
Thank Brother Nicodemus. Without him, there'd have been no potion.
I'll do that. Now open up that shed. Good luck to you.
Okay, cool stuff, but we still have to cure the sick. So let's do just that. Hello.
Brother, is that you? We have to hitch up the sled.
Yes, the sled. Just you drink this and you'll be fine.
Is this holy water, brother?
It is. Drink some and give it to the others in the house too. Brother Nicodemus will come to check on you.
Okay.
You're back?
Yes, and I have something to make you well again.
Good Lord above. Thank you for showing us your mercy.
Drink this and give it to everyone in the house. I've also brought someone who will take care of you until you get back on your feet.
Thank you, Good Samaritan.
Okay, perfect. This way, yeah. So we've been here. Let's go here now.
Go away. Leave me alone. Oh, the agony. What? Oh, go away.
Have we been here? No, we haven't been here.
Wait.
Okay.
Sweet Mother of God. No.
You're back?
Of course. I always keep my word.
Thank you for having words with my son.
Punished.
It would have been wrong to die without even saying farewell to him.
Will you alter your will then?
Don't be so hasty. Is one visit to his parents enough to make up for years of misdeeds?
Perhaps not.
Did you deliver my will?
Not as yet.
Then be quick about it, please. A man on his deathbed must set his house in order.
Don't worry. I brought a remedy from Sasau. Drink this regularly, you and everyone in the house.
A remedy? You have hands of gold, pure gold, my boy. God bless you.
Okay, and now, not to forget, we also have to go to the prisoner and give him the medication. He is here.
Now let's wait and see what happens.
Okay, so now we can just find a place to sit and wait. Can we sit here? Yeah. Okay, let's wait then. Sit. Also, okay.
Well, welcome back to the land of the living.
Who are you?
My name is Henry, and I'm investigating on behalf of Sir Radzig Kobyla.
Oh, I see. You'll have an easy job with me, boy.
How so?
I won't give you any problems.
That's sensible of you.
I'm a sensible man. Only I'd like to get it over quick and not keep the Rattay executioner busy too long, if you catch my drift.
I understand.
What do you want to know?
Everything. First, tell me who's behind all this. Who do you follow?
I follow the coin, lad. We all do.
That's not news to me, but who pays the coin?
I got my pay from Runt, like all the men in Pribyslavitz. And Runt got his money from the chief, and the chief had the coin minted.
Who's the chief? The bandit leader?
Bandit? If he heard you say that, he'd have your head on a spike. That's the kind of man he is. Nobody knows much about him, though. Only that he ain't Czech.
So he's a foreigner? German?
Don't think so. For sure he ain't Czech. And he's got plenty of coin. I'd stake my neck on it. He's got noble blood in his veins.
Judging by how he looks?
More by the way he talks. Any man can dress up like nobility, but he spoke all la-di-da, like a lord.
Where's that chief of yours now?
I've no idea. After Pribyslavitz, he ordered us to raid Merhoyed, but he wasn't with us. He went off who knows where. I don't reckon he'll be out of your hair for long, though.
So the chief is in command of all these operations?
You could say. I'd say you're looking at it all wrong, though.
How's that?
You ask who's in charge and who answers to who, only this ain't some noble court. There was all sorts of gangs in Pribyslavitz, big and small. Robber barons who had their own brigades calling them my lord, and common footpads who hadn't a pot to piss in. Men came, men went. Lots of squabbles, the occasional murder. Old cronies and old rivals were meeting. You know what I mean?
I suppose so.
It was one big muddle. The main thing was nobody asked questions. I didn't give a damn who the chief was or what he had in mind or whether he had one ball or two. All I was interested in was the coin.
Uh-huh. How did you know about Pribyslavitz? Who took you there?
A fellow by the name of Moorcock. We met near Kuttenberg. I was robbing burghers who were fleeing the town from Sigismund's army. We got to talking and he told me about Pribyslavitz.
Why did you attack Merhoyed?
The chief himself gave us the order. I reckon he wanted to show the local lords he was nowhere near finished.
So he's planning more raids?
The chief's always planning something. Pribyslavitz was only the start.
So you knew the coin was counterfeit?
Course I did. I brought those groschen to Pribyslavitz, along with a few other things.
Did you? And where did the forgeries come from?
Like, where were they made? I don't know. Some merchant by the name of Menhart gave them to me. We used to meet at the charcoal piles near Rovna, by the crossroads there. As it happens, I'm supposed to be meeting him there about now.
So Menhart's waiting there?
Might be, might not. He could have heard what happened in Pribyslavitz and decided not to show.
And does this Menhart know where the coin comes from?
How should I know? To me, he's just another link in the chain. I deal with him, and I never ask who he deals with. Just like he knows nothing about me.
I see. So I suppose there's no point asking you if you know any more about him.
It'd be a waste of breath. All he did was give me the coin, and then we went our separate ways.
Who else knows about the money?
Apart from the chief, Menhart, Runt and me, there was a few others. The men got some real money too, with the false stuff. It'd be suspicious if they only had freshly minted coin.
You said you used to bring other things. What were they?
Letters. Menhart would give them to me for the chief. This time I was taking an answer back to Menhart too.
Have you still got that letter?
Aye. The yokels round here ain't got much interest in correspondence, apparently.
Give it to me then.
I'd be delighted.
What were the letters about?
If I knew how to read, I wouldn't be trusted to carry letters, would I? I took them from Menhart to the chief and back. That's all.
That's all I need to know for now.
For now, for the love of Christ, boy, don't let the executioner interrogate me. I've already told you everything I know.
I can't deny you've been cooperative. I'll do my best to see you get a quick end.
Henry! I think old Straw's come for the brigand.
Step back from that Eden, young fella.
But you can't kill me. Not just like that.
Shut the fuck up, you weasel, and keep it fucking shut. You don't even get a say.
Calm down, Straw. He won't escape justice. After all, he's...
Don't stand in my way, Melikar. Let Henry decide. He's the one who saved his life.
Let's talk about it.
To hell with that. That horse will kill my boy. He won't leave Merhayed alive.
I don't think it matters which one we pick.
Listen to me, Straw. That isn't going to help anyone. You're a decent man, not a killer. Think of your wife.
And where's the justice in that? My boy cut down in his youth. Didn't even have a chance to marry. And that cutthroat swine left walking the earth.
Don't worry, he won't escape justice. Surely you don't think Sir Radzig will just let him go?
What's Sir Radzig to me? You won't even let me avenge the death of my own son. Take him then. Take him and leave me with nothing but my grief.
I promise you he'll suffer for what he did.
Be quiet and go quickly before I change my mind.
Okay. Before we do that, let's wait until we get resolution of on the other quest.
Good day to you. How's it looking, Melikar?
I'm glad to see you, Henry. I'd like to thank you again. Everyone is cured. It's nothing short of a miracle.
Oh, that's a relief. You've suffered enough. We've all suffered enough.
God's truth. You know, the folk here are truly grateful. They'd have you and Nicodemus canonized if they could. They brought me gifts for the two of you. I wasn't keen on the idea at first. We're not left with much since the livestock died. But since you're here...
No. I can't possibly accept that. Give it all back, Melikar. With my thanks.
That's kind of you. I'm glad you appreciate our situation. Things are tough, all right.
I understand. I'm just glad everything turned out well.
So am I, lad. So am I. Take care now.
Okay, perfect. Now let's find something to eat. Because we still have a job to do. Oh, look, it's him and the cumin. Okay. That's all. In this case, I'm gonna put Henry to bed. Because he needs to go to bed. And then we're gonna go and find Sir Radzig.
Greetings, Henry. I hear you won the rat-eye tourney. Well done, lad.
Sir, I've been to Ujits, and the parish priest there is very odd indeed. He's very handy with a sword. Do you know anything about him, sir?
Godwin? Aye, an intriguing fellow. He's the youngest son of one of the lords of Kuttenberg. He was sent to the university to become a priest, as is customary with the youngest son. But he didn't much care for it, So when he finished studying, instead of taking up his parish, he went roaming. I imagine he had a pretty adventurous life. And then one day he came back and settled down. Hanush would know more about him.
May I be of service, my lord?
Yes, Henry. Chief Engineer Fafar has been asking for someone reliable to assist him.
The Chief Engineer? Is it about Skallets?
In a manner of speaking. Master Fafar has, well, evil forebodings. I think he may want to send you to the Skallets mines.
Can they really be restored?
Everything can be rebuilt with enough will and resources. Well, everything except a man. You'll get the details from Chief Engineer Fafar. For the time being, consider yourself his handyman.
Certainly. Where do I find him? Is he here in the castle?
Where? Now that's a good question. He ought to be somewhere at Perkstein unless he's gone off to deal with some problem or other. Look around. You're bound to run into him.
Well, thank you. I'll go and see him straight away.
Good luck, Hal. Take care.
Okay, so we picked up another quest before we finish this one.
Greetings. What do you need?
I've returned from Merhoyed, sir.
How does it look there?
I brought them help from the monastery. Brother Nicodemus and Johanka from Skallets. Fortunately, Nicodemus was able to cure the disease. Well, at least what he's doing looks promising so far.
Thank Christ. Some good news for a change. What about the captive? Did you question him?
He was infected too.
I see. Did he survive?
Fortunately, he survived and I had a chance to question him.
What did you find out?
He was transporting the false coins to Pribyslavitz. He got them from some merchant called Menhart.
I don't know him.
Neither do I. But I know where the money's handed over. It's not far from Rovna, and this Menhart should be waiting there about now.
Excellent, Henry. We mustn't let this opportunity slip through our fingers. You go there and put pressure on this Menhart to tell us what he knows. Don't go yet. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Goodbye. You haven't disappointed me. Nothing against Bernard, Robert, or any of those others. But none of them could find out as much as you. At least not without beatings and torture. And that doesn't always work. You're a godsend, lad.
Thank you, sir.
Now go and find out who's behind everything, and then we'll deal with them.
Yes, sir. Sir.
What is it?
Sometimes I ask myself what it all means. Why does God allow such things to happen? All this slaughter and revenge, over and over.
It's a hard question. I'm no theologian. But long ago I came to the conclusion that the only thing that makes sense is that it's all a trial. Life is one long series of problems to solve. The more you solve, the better a man you become.
I never thought about it that way.
Well, just look at the pampered ones who have no concerns in life, like young Lord Capon, for instance. I shudder to think how he will rule when his time comes. Tribulations spawn in life over and over again, and we must stand our ground and face them. So, I go to Sasso and solve this one.
You can rely on me, sir.
Good luck, son.
Okay, so, yeah, I think in this case that's gonna be it for today. Oh, nice view. Yeah, next time, I don't know, we'll probably go and have a look at the meeting with the merchant. However, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.